Welcome back to Sissy Maya. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. Additionally, consider subscribing to my Patreon to get access to these features, and much more. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a drag queen named Draculina. She was known throughout the land for her bold fashion sense, stunning makeup, and captivating performances. Draculina had always loved the stage, and she had spent countless hours perfecting her craft. She was a true artist, and her fans adored her. One day, Draculina received an invitation to perform at a grand ball in a neighboring kingdom. She was thrilled at the opportunity to showcase her talents and decided to accept the invitation. However, she knew that the journey would not be easy. The kingdom was far away, and the roads were treacherous. As Draculina set out on her journey, she encountered many obstacles. The weather was harsh, and the terrain was rough. She had to navigate through dense forests, cross raging rivers, and climb steep mountains. It was a challenging journey, but Draculina was determined to make it to the ball. After several days of traveling, Draculina finally arrived at the kingdom. The ball was already in full swing, and the guests were eagerly awaiting her performance. Draculina took the stage, and the crowd went wild. She danced and sang, and her glittering costumes shimmered in the light. The audience was mesmerized by her beauty and talent. As the night wore on, Draculina met many interesting people. She mingled with nobles and commoners alike, sharing stories and laughter. She even had the opportunity to dance with the king himself. It was a magical night, and Draculina was grateful for the experience. The next day, Draculina set out on her journey back home. She was eager to share her adventures with her friends and fans. Along the way, she encountered a group of travelers who were lost and in need of help. Draculina decided to assist them, and together they continued on their journey. As they traveled, Draculina shared her stories with the travelers. They were fascinated by her adventures and the world of drag queens. Draculina was happy to educate them and answer their questions. The travelers were grateful for her help, and they parted ways with her feeling inspired and enlightened. Draculina returned home a few days later, exhausted but happy. She had had an incredible adventure, and she was grateful for the opportunity to share her talents with new people. Her fans were eager to hear all about her journey, and she was happy to share her stories with them. From that day on, Draculina continued to perform and inspire people with her art. She knew that her journey had been challenging, but it had been worth it. She had made new friends, seen new places, and had an experience that she would never forget. Draculina was a true drag queen, and she was determined to continue spreading joy and positivity through her performances. Draculina's journey had only just begun. She had been performing for years, but this was the first time she had ventured outside of her home kingdom. She had always been curious about the world beyond her borders, and this adventure had only fueled that curiosity. As she returned to her home kingdom, Draculina began to plan her next journey. She knew that there were many more kingdoms to explore, and she was eager to share her talents with new audiences. She spent hours researching and planning, mapping out routes and making connections with other performers. One day, Draculina received an invitation to perform at a festival in a distant kingdom. The festival was a celebration of art and culture, and Draculina was thrilled to be included. She packed her bags and set out on her journey, eager to see what new adventures awaited her. As she traveled, Draculina encountered many challenges. The terrain was rugged, and the weather was harsh. She had to navigate through dense forests, cross raging rivers, and climb steep mountains. It was a challenging journey, but Draculina was determined to make it to the festival. After several days of traveling, Draculina arrived at the festival grounds. The festival was already in full swing, and the crowd was eagerly awaiting her performance. Draculina took the stage, and the crowd went wild. She danced and sang, and her glittering costumes shimmered in the light. The audience was mesmerized by her beauty and talent. As the festival wore on, Draculina met many interesting people. She mingled with artists and performers from all over the world, sharing stories and ideas. She even had the opportunity to collaborate with some of the other performers, creating a truly unique and unforgettable show. The festival was a huge success, and Draculina was thrilled to have been a part of it. She returned home, eager to share her experiences with her fans and friends. She knew that her journey had only just begun, and she was excited to see where her next adventure would take her. Draculina continued to travel and perform, always eager to explore new places and meet new people. She had become a true ambassador of drag culture, spreading joy and positivity through her art. She knew that her journey would never end, but she was grateful for every moment of it. Draculina had found her calling, and she was determined to continue inspiring people with her performances. She knew that her journey had been challenging, but it had been worth it. She had made new friends, seen new places, and had an experience that she would never forget. Draculina was a true drag queen, and she was determined to continue spreading joy and positivity through her art.